Welcome back to the Chasing the Wilds YouTube channel. Today, we're taking a look at the REI Half Dome 2 Plus. So real quick, just some stats. These things have been on the market for over 45 years now, arguably touted as one of the best-selling entry-level backpacking tents to ever hit the market. REI is a brand that a lot of people know. It's a brand that a lot of people trust, that doesn't carry the overwhelming in over your head connotation as a brand like MSR or Big Agnes, that kind of deal. I just feel like it's the more approachable first time backpacking tent purchase. And today we're gonna take a look at it. Let's go. All right, so we have our stuff sack here, pretty standard. We're not doing anything special with that. Let's get it opened up. We have our tent body, our Rainfly, our poles. You know how I like to roll everything up. We have an included footprint that you get from REI. And we have our tent stakes also inside the bag. Basic instructions, that's always helpful. I think we're just gonna wing it. So you can see the tag is still on this stuff. And I'm gonna be 100% transparent. I didn't buy this from REI. It was an open box off of eBay. And I paid to my door about 110 bucks for this brand new, still with tags on it, Half Dome 2 Plus. So again, with REI's warranty, I've talked about it before, second to none. You can buy something off of a different platform, REI will still honor the warranty. So here's our Rainfly, let's get it set up. So we're gonna unroll our tent body. Here are our tent poles, we'll get into those here in a minute. We'll take my tent body and unfold it. So we have our tent body laying on top of our ground sheet. I'm gonna get my tent poles out. Now these are, I'm not sure if they're DAC aluminum or not. I do know they are, and they are DAC. Nicely done, REI. I'll show you this. Hopefully you can pick this up on camera. DAC aluminum, never a bad thing. So this is a hub design, just like most of your, you know, high dollar backpacking setups. Think Nemo, Big Agnes. All right, so here we go. We have our pole system set up. You can see what I would call your brow pole right there across the middle, and then your hub design. And just like most tents, you've got double grommets. Here's your ground sheet, here's your tent body. And then you just have a series of color-coded clips. Let's get that done now. So black clips, black poles, and then you also have these orange clips, and you guessed it, they're gonna go on the orange poles. Now I have not staked it down yet because the beauty of a freestanding tent is to do that right there. We'll move it wherever we want. Very solid, feels very well constructed. Let's get it staked in the ground, and then we'll talk about the tent body, the floor space, then we'll get the Rainfly on it. So here are our tent stakes, and they are the classic shepherd's hook, but they are aluminum, and they do feel very solid. And we might be in luck. We've had a lot of rain here lately. Ground might be soft enough. But as always, MSR stake hammer. It is a little windy here today. All right, so here it is, the REI Half Dome 2 Plus, staked into the ground, tent body. So this tent, I believe, is 4 inches wider, 4 inches longer, and 2 inches higher. It is a palace as far as backpacking tents go, and with a trail weight of around 5 pounds. No, it's not ultra light, but it's definitely manageable. Me, myself, I'm a pretty big dude. I'm not exactly weak. I would carry this for myself, no problem. And if you've got 2 people, maybe you're backpacking with a buddy, with a significant other, split that weight up, it becomes very manageable, and it's tough. You can see, we just had the rollover. I mean, can't make that up. Hey, real quick, if you enjoy these kind of videos, if you're into backpacking, camping, you like gear reviews, hit that subscribe button down below. It doesn't cost you anything, and every time I put out a new video, you're gonna see it. Anyways, let's get back to the video. So let's get in this thing. Big D-shaped doors, very nice zippers. I don't know if they're YKK or not. Still very nice. And you have your door, bunch it up, that little pocket. That alone is fantastic. As we've talked about on the channel before, I'm about 6'2", 225 pounds. I have tons of headroom. About 8 inches from the top of my head to the end of the tent. It's definitely roomy. Pockets everywhere, pockets on each corner. Gear lofts up here. Tons of storage. And you know, if you're not expecting bad weather, this might be it for you. And the views, the mesh is all very good. Lots of attachment points. You hang lights, hang a gear loft. Let's get out of this thing. Let's put the Rainfly on. All right, so right here we have our Rainfly. And that's a pretty good throw right there. Now what I do love about this tent is the Rainfly, the ventilation it offers, and the adjustability. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. So just like most backpacking tents with a brow pole, you also have a grommet here to locate the Rainfly on the tent body. It's just a piece of webbing with a grommet, orange to orange. Can't mess it up. And again, same thing on the other side. Hook it. There you go. Now she's not tight because we don't have anything stretched out yet, but we'll get there. All right, so real simple to connect your Rainfly to the tent body. It just has a series of buckles. As simple as it gets. Have our buckle here. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Oh yeah. Just like that right there. Easy peasy. Now with most tents these days, there are pieces of Velcro where you can Velcro around the pole set to further strengthen the Rainfly. I always urge people to do this if you're expecting bad weather, but if you're not, honestly, your four corners and your brow pole up top should be just fine. But don't come to me if, you know, an 80-mile-an-hour wind tears your tent up. All right, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get our vestibule staked out. And you just have a center attachment point right here. And then a little toggle, tighten it up, simple, works fine. We will get our other vestibule staked out. And there you go, she's staked out and ready for a night at camp. Now I was talking about ventilation, and as always, you know, my go-to back in the day was just undo these doors a little bit, get some ventilation, but with the Half Dome, you don't have to do that. Let me show you why. You got a vent, a little kickstand, got a vent and a kickstand, and you have the same thing on the other side. Now I've brought you in a little closer. Here we go. Here's your vent, a little kickstand, piece of Velcro. Fantastic. And if you'll notice this little lip right here, that kind of helps mitigate driving rain getting in through these vents. I mean, every little thing, just really fantastic on this tent. Now let's get one of our vestibules opened up. Got a Velcro closure down here on the bottom. Good size rain flap over your zipper. There you go. Now you'll notice this piece right here is kind of flapping free. You can also stake that out. You know, that's up to you. You know, when they say minimum trail weight of 5 pounds, they're probably only taking into account 6 stakes, 1 for each corner and 1 for each vestibule. In the stake bag, there is guidelines, there is extra stakes, but as we all know, when they're talking about minimum trail weight, they're talking about the minimum amount of supplies you need to have a safe night at camp, and I guarantee you they're only counting in 6 tent stakes. So we're inside the tent now. I want to give you a better look at your gear loft up here, a better look at those vents, and how much vestibule space you would have on either side. Definitely enough room for a bag. But there's also enough room inside of this thing where if you were by yourself, you would have plenty of room for gear storage on the inside. Even with a buddy or a significant other, you would still have room to store stuff inside. You would have vestibules on either side. Plenty of room for storage. And for me, that's a big thing. It's a real big thing. I like being ultralight. I like taking stress off of my body, but there needs to be some usability and some livability for what I'm carrying. And I think for me, this tent would check all the boxes for me. Here's another view of your pockets on either corner. A little pocket where you would store your door for this side, your door for this side, hang loops. As you can see, there is plenty of room in here. No doubt you could get 2 extra wide long pads inside this thing. Ooh, it's hot. Let's get out of here. Now, something else I think is really neat about this tent is the ability to roll up this entire side of the Rainfly. Let me show you how to do that. So I've got both the vestibules open. You can see that. I'm gonna undo my corners. Then I'm gonna roll it up. You can see right here, we have a toggle. And look at that. How cool is that? You can do the same thing with the other side. You can basically just fold up your Rainfly, keep it attached to the tent. So if a storm blows up real quick, all you got to do is just undo some toggles, throw it back down, you're good to go. But I think that is really neat. If you would just want to do one side, put your head at that end so you could lay here, look out at the stars, maybe keep your gear covered on the other side. I mean, I just think that's really cool. I think that's going to appeal to a lot of people who want the outdoor experience. So there you have it. That is the REI Half Dome 2 Plus. 45 years on the market. Who knows how many units have been sold? I did a quick Google search before I did this video. Just Googled top 5 best-selling backpacking tents of all time. One was, of course, the MSR Hubba Hubba NX2, which I also have one of those. This was number 2 on the list. So beating out Big Agnes, beating out Hilleberg, beating out Nemo. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. I feel like if these weren't good tents, people wouldn't use them. You can buy them brand new, $350 from REI. Comes with that stellar warranty. DAC poles, included ground sheet. I think the Rainfly on this thing is absolutely phenomenal. The flexibility it allows you to have. The room, with this being the 2 Plus model, it's a couple inches longer, a couple inches wider, and a couple inches taller. And we all know a couple extra inches never hurt. But if you're on the fence, maybe thinking about getting into backpacking, you've seen this as a maybe a beginner-friendly tent, not in that $500–600 price range, easy to set up, good build quality. I think this is going to fit the bill all day long. 5 pounds is not ultra light, but it's not ultra heavy either. You know, and for the price, and like I got this one, the secondhand market is huge. These things have been on the market for a long time. There's a lot of people that only use these things maybe once or twice through the entirety of their ownership. They're basically brand new, sitting in somebody's storage room or sitting in somebody's garage, Facebook Marketplace, eBay. You know, try out the used market. I don't think you can go wrong. Got this one for $100 and it is worth $100 all day long and twice on Sundays, let me tell you. So for the beginner backpacker, the usability, the livability, the warranty, I just feel like you can't go wrong. And I look forward to using this thing, putting it through its paces this fall and winter. It's about 90 degrees here in North Carolina today. This is not backpacking weather, not for me anyways. So once it gets cold and cools off a little bit, you will definitely see this in videos, and I look forward to using it. I hope this video has been helpful. I hope you've learned something. I hope it gave you a trajectory to make a path on your next backpacking tent purchase. I appreciate you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, make sure you subscribe. I do these types of videos all the time, and enjoy the comment section and talking to people and all that. It's good stuff. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe. We'll see you next time.